Hello everybody, welcome to episode 8 of this Minecraft Let's Play series. I am starting this episode today discussing my Don't Be Stupid plan, which I presented to you in the last episode. The reason why I'm doing this is because, yet again, as usual, I have lost another set of diamond tools, so I really need now to be very careful because it's getting so exhausting finding more diamonds, enchanting, etc, etc. So this time I was especially stupid, but in the nether, and I decided to create a bridge going out over some lava and accidentally walked off the side. Basically accidentally just walked off the side, and honestly a bit of me died inside. But then following that, rather stupidly, I also then made a load of iron tools and then went out on an adventure, found some really cool stuff, and then died again. So I actually think I've died 3 times between the last video and this video. So I do think I need one more thing to my don't be stupid plan. I did learn, as I didn't actually take my diamond tools out on an adventure away from my base, but I did have them in the nether and I did fall in the lava again. So number 3 for the don't be stupid plan, don't build single I cannot type block bridges bridges in the nether. So that should remind me, and let me just change that to white so that it just looks a little bit easier to read. And there you go, there is number 3 on my don't be stupid plan. Hopefully I won't need to do another row below, but let's just see how that goes. Anyway, time for today's video. So today we're going to be working on this area here, which I've marked out with torches. I'm looking at some kind of like, I've got in my head kind of like a big marquee, like a dining tent, but much rougher. So the ground's going to be quite rough. So I've collected some. If you just look in this chest, we've got coarse dirt, gravel, rooted dirt, and we'll have some cobblestone here as well, and make the ground look quite rough. But I just thought it might good to have some kind of dining area. I'm thinking maybe there's been some kind of celebration, and that's the kind of, the tent is still out from the celebration of some kind in the little story in my head for this area, if you like. So yeah, I've been breeding my sheep up. I haven't quite got enough sheep to produce a huge amount of wool yet, but they're getting there. So yeah. So far, it's going okay, and it's beginning to take shape. I said, unfortunately, I'm stuck up here at the moment because I've got a little fan club hanging out underneath of the underneath here. So yeah, this is why you probably should sleep at night time. But yeah, it's going okay. I'm not 100% sure. Sometimes at this stage in a build, I look at it and I think I do not like this at all. But then when I work on it more and more and more, I thought that was going to blow then. They can't see me from up here, can they? Well, they can see me, but they can't blow from up there, can they? No. Just make sure. Just gotta make sure I don't fall down. Yeah, sometimes when I'm halfway through a build, I just don't like it, and I do something quite basic and I look at it and think, that's not really working. But later on, when I do all the details and stuff, it looks much better. So sometimes I don't really trust the build at this state. It's usually later on when I decide if I like it or not. I really do hope I do, because I don't really want to take it all down. But I'm going to have to run because there's just zombies and creepers everywhere, and then go back to sleep. One of the challenges I'm having at the moment is, of course, the sheep need to produce the wool. So I've bred up a number of sheep, and every time I go back and shear them again, I then also breed them more. So it's going to take a bit of time, except of course the more I breed the sheep, the faster it'll go, so that's really good. Progress so far then, I have finished the top of the marquee, the tent. I put some wooden supports in, and for some reason there's one missing there. Oh yeah, creeper blew up. Yeah, that's why there's one missing. I've removed the floor, so I can begin to put some texture on the floor and try and decide how I'm going to have it looking. I'm thinking of having some like stone support towers here, and then putting some chains going across, as if that they're tied to the support towers to keep it kind of open. I'm still debating what to do about the fact that this is just pure wool. Doesn't you know, wondering if it needs any more texture or not, or if to just kind of leave it as it is. Still trying to work that out really, but it's going okay so far. I'm going to have some long tables under here and different items around to make it, you know, interesting to look at, as if, you know, there's been a party in there or something, and I'm just kind of going to work things out as I go really. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh no, he's seen me. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm stuck in here now. I'm not sure how it's going to look in the end, but aha. Where is he? He's around there somewhere. Oh no, he's in. He's in. Oh, no ender pearls as well. Oh, that was a close one. Anyway, what was I saying? Oops. Yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to look at the end. I'm still trying to work it out a bit. I've picked up some glowstone to light the floor. I'm going to put that under some moss probably. Maybe put some mossy cobblestone around the edge, some stone, and as you go into the centre, more dirt, where people have been walking around and kind of trampled the grass. But yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. What I'm beginning to do now is merge the grass with the stony area. I've got some glowstone there covered in moss just to give a bit of extra lighting, and I'm just beginning to blend the surrounding area into this area. So also what I've been doing is creating this kind of like, I suppose it's supposed to be like the land, maybe, I mean, it's very hard to get curvy edges in Minecraft, so I'm using the fence as some kind of like, I don't know, chain or rope or something to be hanging from. And just hanging the lanterns a bit randomly because I don't want it to look too neat. I've actually just run out of iron, so I can't hang that last lantern there, but I'm pretty happy with the way that looks because I don't want things to look too kind of neat. And then what I'm thinking of doing is, once I've done this whole floor, is put 2 rows of tables, one here and then one here on the left, and it as if it's some kind of banqueting area. So yeah, I'll cut back in a second when I've done some more of that. What I've done is I've created this little seawall from mossy cobblestone. That's just a basic outline at the moment because I'm thinking maybe it needs to be a bit higher, maybe a bit more detail to it. So that was there as a tester just to see what it looked like, and I actually really like it. So that wall will probably stay there. I've begun to create this pathway off the main path here. Wanted it to look like because this is supposed to be a bit of a temporary structure, because it's just like a tent, isn't it? So I wanted it to have a path leading up to it that also felt temporary. So here we've got just like gravels, we've got coarse dirt, we've got a few posts in the ground to kind of guide the way, and that is coming off the more main footpath here. Originally it was coarse dirt and path blocks using the shovel and cobblestone and gravel, but it was too chaotic, so I just switched it to cobblestone and gravel. So that kind of, you know, as you're coming down this pathway, leads you nicely into that kind of tented area. Now here I've just bone mealed this area, but I'm thinking that doesn't look good enough, so there's probably going to be some kind of feature here, or I'm not sure yet. Maybe some kind of little hut. Actually, even maybe like a little outhouse, like a toilet or something, might look quite good there. So I'll probably make that out of trapdoors. Also underneath here, underneath these, oh, it's vanished. Underneath the moss carpet, I've just got some shroom lights here just to light up the area, and you can see a few. There's some under the glowstone there, and under here and under here, just to bring in some light. Also, I've put coarse dirt down the centre here, but that might not stay like that. It was just to begin to get a feel. So what I do is usually lay just 1 or 2 blocks down to begin with, and then as I'm building and building, I change it as I go. It just gives me a bit of an idea of what it might feel like. But I definitely think under this shelter it would be mainly like trampled dirt, and because people have been walking around on the grass, and the grass has obviously died and it's not getting the sunlight perhaps that it needs, so it definitely would be kind of grass or dirt or something like that. So that's how that's going to kind of look under there. So yeah, it's going well so far. I've also died again and lost a whole bunch of resources that I really needed, but we are getting there. But I'm just looking while I'm here. I've just seen, I feel like, oh, there's another lantern there, brilliant. I've just been looking at that lantern and it feels like those 3 need to be at different heights. So would that be, we can get one more down. Let's get a chain on there and get it 1 more down. Yeah, I wanted them at different heights. I don't want them looking too uniform, so we step back and look at that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That looks really good. So this is going to be a walkway under here, and then I'm going to have 2 tables here. I just need to work out the width of them. I've got a little design in my head. I just want to think about how that's going to look. But this is going to be definitely like a walkway down the middle here. And we'll just see how that looks. It's just going to night time actually, which is good because I can just see how well lit the area is. It's not so bad. We've got no light in here, so I'll probably need to go and get some stone. Maybe put in a few more of those little lanterns. Oh, actually no, because I was going to do the outhouse, if you like. So actually that might be a good, and I definitely think that spruce would be a good log for that. I haven't got any. Oh no, there is a spruce tree around here. So what I'll do is I'll go and chop those spruce, that spruce tree down, and I'll probably have to replant some more actually as well. And then I will build that little outhouse and show you what it looks like when it's done. Well, this is our little outhouse. I actually got a little bit carried away doing this, and I'm thinking it's because I was procrastinating doing the bigger build here. I know these are only small builds, but sometimes I just get sidetracked. So this is our little outhouse. Okay, the door's got windows in it. You might not want anyone to see you on the loo, but you know, there's not many people around. You know, there's probably just one guy maybe fishing in the fishing hut, probably me. So it doesn't really matter. And here's our toilet, and there's where you do your little poops. And I've filled it with some seeds, so it looks like there's something actually in it. So that's our little toilet there. I actually got some of this copper. I made it into blocks and put a few blocks around just to bring in a bit of colour or something a bit interesting. I'm not really sure why I put them there, but I just like them. So just, you know, I did wonder, you know, maybe it's some just kind of rubbish discarded, or maybe it was just the dirt, you know, the soil had gone a funny colour or something like that. I don't know, but I put it in there. I thought it looked good. And decorated here with some barrels and things like that. So I'm pretty happy with that little area now, and that was a nice little way of procrastinating and doing this. But yeah, that's where we're up to in that area. So our the people using the tent now, I've got somewhere to go to the bathroom, which is really important, and I need to carry on with this, and I can't be bothered. But it needs doing, because I need to finish this area. Because what I'm going to do in the next episode is I'm going to do some big builds, because these are only like decorative little builds at the moment, but I really feel that it would be really good to have a big building just where that spruce tree is there. That's my temporary spruce tree farm, and you can see I've chipped away at that tree. Well, this is going to be a big building here, I think. It'd be good to get a lighthouse and a little harbour here with a ship in it or something like that. But I've just been kind of warming up, I think, at the moment. Yeah, so obviously by the end of this episode we'll have this done. Do you know, I say I can't be bothered working on this. I actually can be bothered, but one of the things I can't be bothered doing is collecting resources. It's one of the most tedious things about this, but it's something that I need to do. And I kind of realised, actually, maybe the reason why I keep dying is because I keep taking stupid risks. So my next resource gathering will just be lots and lots of boring strip mining, which I'm sure you do not want to see. So I'll be back with some resources and maybe a few clips of some interesting resources I found shortly. So what I've done with the floor here is I have used some Podzol, is it? Yeah, Podzol, and mixed that with coarse dirt to create this kind of muddy floor where people have been walking around on it. I've also put in some spruce logs, and that is where the tables are going to be. So there'll be 2 long tables running all the way along the length of the tent, and then the chairs will go here along this row. So when I've finished, you should see 2 long tables with a big muddy section in the middle. Here there's going to be more stone and a little bit more mud around the chairs, which will be on this side. So the chairs will be along here. And then I just need to do this area up a little bit. I don't know why that block's there. Do this area up a bit here and then sort out that wall. But we're almost there now. It shouldn't take much longer. So yeah, happy with the way this is going. You know, it's beginning to take shape. I wasn't sure at first. I thought, oh, is that too much wool at the top? Does it need some texture in? But I think because of what I'm making underneath, that actually the plainness of the wool is actually okay because everything else below it is so busy. So really happy with that. Things are going well, and I've managed to actually do some mining and not die and actually keep 2 diamond pickaxes. But now I'm going to play things much safer because I am so tired of losing my pickaxes. So at the moment what I've done is put my special diamond pickaxes in there, and I'm only carrying them if I really need them. But I've done a lot of mining. I've collected a bunch of resources. So I've got a load of redstone, which I don't need at the moment, but I've got loads of iron, which will come in useful, and lots of other blocks. But yeah, almost done for today's video, but still a little bit of work to go. So I'll carry on with that and check back in with you. Okay, so we're at the point now where I'm ready to start putting in the tables. I'm still trying to decide how to work this area on the edges. At the moment, what I'm thinking of is maybe putting some regular cobblestone dotted about here, and then have that turn into mossy cobblestone the further it gets away from the shelter of the tent. What I do need to do before I start doing that is strip these, because I think it will just look much better. Or will it look much better? Yeah, I think it'll look much better stripped at the moment then, when I wasn't even sure myself. So we can always go back and change it anyway once I've done this. I just think maybe that the spruce logs without them being stripped maybe just might look too much. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's much better. So I've got an idea for what I want the table to look like underneath here. I'm going to use spruce stairs, and then I'm going to use probably spruce trapdoors running across the top. I just need to see what that looks like, and then after that I'll put the chairs in. So I'm just going to do 1 row of tables first and just see what that looks like, and then I'll come back later on and finish the rest of it. So I'm thinking the tables look something like this. Like that. And then put some trapdoors across the middle. And then the chairs will go along, kind of along here. So what I'd need to do now is just make some spruce trapdoors and see how that looks. So if I put the trapdoors in about here and have a look at the design and just see what that kind of looks like. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I think that's a good place to start. Let me just see how. Yeah, so that's I think how they're going to run. I'll carry on putting in those rest of the table, and then I will begin putting in the stairs. I have noticed a little bit of a problem because this pole here will clash with some of the chairs, but I think that'll be okay because I mean, you know, that's the way things are. It doesn't have to be perfect, does it? So I'll put these in here, and what we'll find is there'll be no chair here because if I put a back in it, it won't fit. So we'll have one there, space there, one there, one there, one there, oops, there, one there, and that is how it's going to look. Now I'm going to put little signs on the side of those for armrest, and then put a back on them. I'm still deciding whether or not to use a spruce trapdoor or a different trapdoor. I'm just trying to think what might look best. If I wanted to keep it in the same style, I suppose I would use a spruce trapdoor. I'm just trying to think. Sorry, I can't remember the recipe for these signs. Okay. So I'm just trying to think what might be the best really for that. So this is one of the things where I'm not sure entirely how it's going to look. I'm just playing around, getting a feel for it, and then I'll come back and I'll settle on a design as I go, kind of thing. So at the moment I was thinking this, and then with that the side there, and that the side there. I'm wondering if that might be a good design going all the way down. And what I'm looking at though at the moment is this table's looking a bit bland, so I might put some decorations on it, maybe some flowers. But I'm just looking at it thinking maybe it needs something, and I'm wondering even maybe carpet as a placemat or something like that, or maybe that's going too formal because the whole feel of this was supposed to be kind of a bit scruffy, kind of you know, it wasn't supposed to look neat really. Oh, there's a problem with that as well. I forgot about. So I'll have to have a look at that. Yeah, so I just need to have a little bit of a think about what I'm doing, but that problem I've just noticed there, because obviously you can't put a sign there and you can't put a sign there. That problem might mean we put an extra gap between the chairs, but then the good thing about that, it means it doesn't clash with this pole. So I don't know. Let's just have a quick look. If I remove those signs from the side of the chairs and just leave them with the backs, would that look okay? See, that still looks okay, so maybe you don't need the signs at all. Yeah, so if it looked from a distance with 2 rows, that might look good. Definitely, maybe you need some candles. Thinking of what we can put on the tables to make them look like the... and I'm also wondering about a banner, which I don't often use in Minecraft. But a banner might look good as well. Oh, something shooting at me, of course there is. I'm looking at that now. I'm wondering if I should have stripped those logs, because actually I'm beginning to think that actually it needed that darker colour underneath to separate it out a bit. Because now what I've done, if you look at it, I've made the under the table the same colour as the table, and I think it could have probably done with some extra colour. So I might change that shortly. So I'll go to bed, have a bit of a think, gather some more resources, and then carry on with it. And there's creepers everywhere. There's one in there, and the one has just exploded right here. Oh, and now there's a skeleton as well. Oh, there's another creeper running after me now. Oh, this is going great, isn't it? I just want to build in peace. Leave me alone. And as I said that, I am aware that there is a peaceful setting on Minecraft. But where's the fun in that? You know, part of the fun is the creepers and the, you know, the monsters. Oh, that's a bee. Whew. Oh, panic then. It's just a bee. Just a bee. Right, yeah, so I need to... while I'm crouching. Yeah, I need to repair that damage that's done, so I just need some turf I've got some cobblestone. And also I just need probably some stone as well. Just try and fix the damage that's just done. It won't take me long. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. It won't take me long though. Oh, let's not use that. Let's get rid of some of this stuff I'm carrying as well. Right, yeah, I'll go and repair that damage, and then I need to get some spruce trees because I need some more spruce wood. Okay, so let's get a couple of those just to repair that damage. And oh, I need some food as well. So, resource gathering, and then I'll be back to it. So, I finished the tables, and I'm looking at it now, and I'm thinking, it just feels like there's something missing. The tables are a bit boring. I'm just wondering what I can put on them. I'm happy with the flooring. It still needs a little bit of work over here. I need to put some more coarse dirt down and podzol, and kind of blend the stone in as well. But I'm just not feeling it, and I'm just thinking, what is missing? What is missing from the tables? Because I didn't want it to look too grand. I didn't want it when it, to have amazing placemats on it. But I'm just looking at it now, thinking, what can I put on it? Now, I did think of putting some item frames down as placemats, maybe, or flowers on the table or something. So I really need to have a think about that. Actually, just as I was saying that, something just occurred to me. It might look good with some flower pots on, but not flowers, but what do you call it? The saplings. So maybe that might look quite good because it fits in with the environment then. It's very overgrown, it's a bit rustic, and I think some saplings on the table would look really, really good. So I'll have a work on that. I'll get some clay and I'll finish off this area. There's another thing you need to do. Oh no, there's a skeleton there, and I really need a bed in this area because I keep having to run all the way around every time I need to go to bed. Well, maybe I can just sneak here and just show you what I'm thinking of doing. So this gap here, this little valley gap thing, I'm going to terraform all this area, fill all this in with grass blocks, and have a little tunnel going through it. And on the tops, I'm going to build little like fishermen's houses, and then put the fishermen in, the villagers, so I can actually trade with them, so they actually live in this area. So that's my long-term plan. I don't think I'll get all that done in this video because this has already taken me hours and hours and hours so far already. To be fair though, that's a little bit my own fault because I died so many times, but I'll finish off this tented area and get to the point where I'm fairly happy with that. Maybe do a little bit of terraforming, and that'll probably be all I have time for in this video. So I'll get cracking on that and I'll show you what it's like when I've finished. Okay, things are beginning to take shape now. I think I'm getting to the place where I'm fairly happy with it. It's not amazing, but I think I'm getting to a better place with it. I've put some plants on the tables, and I think that looks quite good. It kind of breaks up the constant wood texture you've got going on there. I've also heightened, is that the right word? Oh, something's going to attack me. Heightened. I've changed the height. I'm not sure if heightened's the right word to that. I'm going mad. I have this weird feeling sometimes that words I'm saying aren't real words. Yeah, so I've changed the height of the seawall kind of thing here. So if you look at it from here, you can see the wall just nicely surrounds that area. Put some mossy cobblestone slabs, some fences. Put a few logs here, as if someone's just chopped down a tree. These are vanilla trees, you can see, just to the left of where I'm shooting this zombie. I may change them a little bit. I've just bone mealed some of this area for now, but it might not stay like this. This whole area here definitely won't stay like this because... sorry, I'm just fighting the skeleton while I'm trying to talk to you. Because this is going to be properly landscaped here. I've begun to carve the pathway through here, so here this will lead you through to the stables area, and this isn't lit up actually, so it's pretty dangerous. This will bring you through to the stable area. It's not, of course, going to be just dirt blocks there. It's going to be a proper stone. Sorry, I was concentrating on what I was doing. A proper stone tunnel coming through here, leading to where the stables are going to be at the back. Oh, there's a big gang of zombies over there. Oh, baby zombie. I'm just going to run. I hate them. So yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm fairly happy. I need to do something to this area. You can just... Sorry, I'm just hiding from that baby zombie. It's a horrible feeling it's near me. Did it see me? Did it follow me? It definitely spotted me. But yeah, I'm going to have maybe a stone staircase going up to some houses on the top here. This is going to be a bridge. This is all going to be built up to make it look more stable, ready for those kind of houses. And here, I haven't finished that bridge yet, by the way. It was just to get an idea of what it might look like. But we're getting to the end of the episode now, so I'm just going to do a few more things to just neaten off this area a little bit, kind of neaten off this area, and then we'll call it a day for this episode. So yeah. Well, that's it for today's episode. I have gotten to the point now where I just can't do any more. I need a bit of a break from it. I think that's all I've got time for, really. So I'm pretty happy with what we've managed to get done. This is actually a little bit better than I imagined it being. It was a little bit of a I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not. The area, of course, still needs a little bit more work, and I'm just doing a little bit of time and building things up as I go. So just to give you a little tour of what we've done today, we built our little outhouse, which has a composter here with as a little toilet. Decorated this surrounding area. We've built our marquee, kind of dining marquee. Put some plant decorations on the table just to give it a little bit more character. Hung some lanterns on from the top. I built up this seawall wall here, kind of bone mealed some of this area, brought in some moss and things like that. I also, while I was building, brought in a few granite blocks to give a bit more of a texture to the floor, because the granite texture is fairly close to the coarse dirt texture, and I thought it might go well together. I've created this little walkway, which is going to be like a tunnel, a stone tunnel taking you through to where the stables are going to be. And I've worked on this little area as well. This will probably change a little bit because I am going to build a house on the top, but this was just a temporary thing just to make the area look a bit nicer. This will probably be a bit more stone for the foundations of the little house that I'm going to build up there as well. And another couple of houses on the top here as well, overlooking the sea. So yeah, really happy with what I've done today. And finally, just to finish up, I'm going to leave you with some footage of me. Wait a minute. Bow. Oh, actually I need strings, so I hope it drops some. Quick, come on. I'm not a very good shot, I can tell. Oh, string, brilliant. I'll make some candles. Maybe put some candles on the table as well there. I've got some honey just here that I just took from the the hive around the corner. So maybe I'll make some candles while we're here, and that will be a nice finishing touch to end the episode on. And I'll leave you with some clips of me fishing to finish up today. So thanks very much for watching. Have a wonderful week. Take care of yourselves. I really appreciate you watching. Goodbye.